All right, all right. We are doing it. It is live Tuesday night, Sports Trivia Tuesday. All right, tonight is trivia. Tomorrow at 8:15 Eastern is another opening of 2023 Tops Archives. If I can get them out of the bag, right? Oh, you might not be able to. Oh, it showed up. All right. Another box. And then on Thursday, what I am calling our wild card night is a pro set box. Of course, it's green, where we have autograph cards and one metal cards. Yes, Nathaniel, I'm sorry that I missed your show. I do apologize for that. I was getting ready for this show and I had a work call come up at the last moment. So I apologize for that, buddy. Now, I just want to remind everyone that Nathaniel has a show that usually goes on Thursday nights at 8:15 Eastern. He talks all things sports. You might hear some New York sports since he's a big New York sports fan. But I don't think there's a show tomorrow night because he is super duper lucky and has tickets to the Yankees game. So Nathaniel will be going to the Yankees game tomorrow night. He won't have a show. All right, but it's usually Wednesdays at 8:15 Eastern. So our show tomorrow will be 8:15 Eastern, where we open up packs of the 2023 Tops Archives. All right, tonight is Sports Trivia Tuesday, and we are going to start asking some questions here. It is multiple choice again. It's weird. My voice, I know everyone says it sounds like it's back to normal, but I can hear it. It's still a little bit different. I had some voice issues, laryngitis, and some other things going on there for almost, I think more than a month actually. And sometimes I feel it. It's like my voice is changing again, like I'm 13. So, all right, let's get down to some sports questions. Sorry about that. I should have muted my mic. All right, hold on. All right, first question for tonight. Everybody ready? Name the first president to throw out the inaugural first pitch or the ceremonial first pitch. What president was the first to throw out the ceremonial first pitch at a baseball game? A, was it Theodore Roosevelt? B, was it William Howard Taft? Or C, was it Abraham Lincoln? Yes, Nathaniel, thank you for the email. I really enjoyed it. Not after 9/11. This is the first time ever. There used to not be a first pitch in baseball until this president threw out the first pitch. So, in essence, he started the tradition of the first pitch. Was it A, Theodore Roosevelt, B, William Howard Taft, or C, Abraham Lincoln? All right, we have a Taft. We have an option A, which is Theodore Roosevelt. If there's anyone else out there, please take a guess, but I'll give you about 3 seconds like I always do. 1 and 2 and 3. It was, in fact, William Howard Taft. Christina, you got that one right, so great job. I have not shown anything to my dad right now. We are asking sports trivia questions tonight, and we have multiple choice. So in almost all of these, you have a 33% chance of getting it right. So the next question is, and we have some new folks watching, what are the Minnesota Twins named after? What are the Minnesota Twins? So the name Twins, what is it named after? Is it A, the Twin Cities, B, the Twin Owners, or C, the Twin Mountains? Okay, your brother is at the park. Hopefully he'll make it later. Let me ask that question again. What are the Minnesota Twins named after? The team name Twins, what does it come from? What does it mean? Is it A, the Twin Cities, B, the Twin Owners, or C, the Twin Mountains? Christina says Twin Cities. Any other guesses out there? You have a 33% chance of getting this one right. So St. Paul and the Twin Cities. We have 2 Twin Cities. Anyone else out there? Yes. Letter A. All right. Seems like the number for who are on tonight is all over the place. At one point, it's 5 people are on, then it's 1. Skibidi Toilet. That, you know what? That is a wonderful guess, but not even one of the options. And you just keep spamming me. So if you keep spamming me, I'll have to block you. But we'll see. All right. It is not the toilet. But you know, it's always worth it to it's always worth it for you to join. Raghav Shyam. I'll put you down on the list though, and if you're one of the top 3 participants in the month, you will win some free packs of cards. So you always have a chance for that. All right. The answer is the Twin Cities, St. Paul and Minneapolis. All right. Next question. Which NFL team has a lightning bolt on the players' helmets? Do kids these days say skibidi toilet is what the kids say? I had not heard that. Okay, I'll ask the question again and then give you the multiple choice choices I have. Which NFL team has a lightning bolt on the players' helmets? Is it A, the Raiders, B, the Chargers, or C, the Lions? Nathaniel says the Chargers. And Christina is asking, what does skibidi toilet mean? Yep, they say it, says Nathaniel. All right, let me ask the question again for anyone who's joined us. Which NFL team has a lightning bolt on the players' helmets? Is it A, the Raiders, B, the Chargers, or C, the Lions? All right, you have to let me know on this one. We have some new folks. I will ask the trivia question again in case anyone has not heard it. Which NFL team has a lightning bolt on the players' helmets? Is it A, the Raiders, B, the Chargers, or C, the Lions? Right now we have Nathaniel saying Chargers, Christina saying Chargers. Anybody else with a guess out there? All right, I'll give you about 3 seconds like I always do. 1 and 2 and 3. And the good news is we have 2 right answers. It is the Chargers. You guys got it. All right. Now this next question might actually be difficult for one of you. Random guy that pops out his head out of a toilet. I like that. That's the toilet. Yes, it is extremely dumb, but I like your joke. Your joke, it is a random guy that pops his head out of a toilet. That is skibidi toilet. Zoe is out tonight. She's out with her aunt, actually. All right, next question. This should be really easy for Nathaniel. That's all I'm going to say about this. All right, how many points is a touchdown worth? Is it A, 6, B, 7, or C, 5? I'll repeat the question. If you know the answer, put it in the chat. How many points is a touchdown worth? Is it A, 6, B, 7, or C, 5? So is it 6 points, 7 points, or 5 points? How much is a touchdown worth? Nathaniel says 6. All right. We might have some new folks on the line. Any guesses out there? I can put you down in the chat. Nathaniel says A6, and that's, you can just put 6 down. You don't have to really say the A. I think I just did that because that's the way I always think of multiple choice questions. So What do we have? Christina, you have a guess on how much a touchdown's worth? Anybody else that's just joined us? The question is, how many points is a touchdown worth? Is it 6 points, 7 points, or 5 points? Chris says 6. All right. So the number of points a touchdown is worth, I'll give you about 3 more seconds. 1 and 2 and 3. You both got it right. It is 6 points. So that's 2 in a row. All right, brother, stop yapping. All right, we're getting everybody out tonight. We're getting a whole different group of people. Why do I get the feeling that my son's telling me to be quiet? All right. All right. All right. So next question. Yes, thank you, Nathaniel. I'm not worried about it though. Brothers, stop yapping. That's what the whole show's about. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a show. So, okay, next question. Which team won 73 games in a season? This is an NBA question. Which NBA team won 73 games in a season? Is it A, the Bulls, B, the Warriors, or C, the Celtics? I'll ask the question again. Which NBA team won 73 games in a season? A, the Bulls, B, the Warriors, or C, the Celtics? Let's see. He's saying, it's a very important show. My friends talk about this shit all day long. All right. Watch your language. All right. Christina says, C, the Celtics. Nathaniel says, the Celtics. Any other guesses out there? Whoever KQRH is, who is a very scary looking photo. I'll ask the question again, and I'll give you the choices of the answers. Which NBA team has won 73 games in a season? Is it A, the Bulls, B, the Warriors, or C, the Celtics? All right, I'll give you about 3 to 5 seconds. Which NBA team has won 73 games? The Bulls, the Warriors, or the Celtics? It's one of those teams. Take a guess, put it in the chat. I'll mark you down. All right, 3 seconds. 1 and 2 and 3. It is the Warriors. It was not the Celtics. It was not letter C, rather. It was the Warriors in 2016 season. I think the Bulls had the old record of 72, and so the Warriors beat it that season. I know they're not, the people on the chat or on the stream are not being all that gracious, but that's fine. I can handle a lot of things. So, okay. So the next question. But thank you, Nathaniel, for standing up for us and tonight's show. Who is the all-time receiver in NFL yards receiving? Who has the I wrote this incorrectly. Who has in the NFL, who holds the record for most yards receiving? In the NFL, who holds the record for the most yards receiving? Is it A, Jerry Rice, Footballer Nick's here? Is it B, Rob Gronkowski, or is it C, Randy Moss? In the NFL, who holds the record for the most yards receiving? Is it A, Jerry Rice, B, Rob Gronkowski, or C, Randy Moss? And I'll put Footballer Nick down. All right. Nathaniel says Larry Fitzgerald. It's not. Jerry Rice. Christina says hi. Footballer Nick, let's go. Nathaniel had Jerry Rice earlier. Christina saying Jerry Rice. It is, in fact, Jerry Rice. So good job. I think everyone who guessed, except for that Larry Fitzgerald. Nuke 3D. Who's that? Okay. All right. Next question, everybody. How many NFL teams have bird names? How many NFL teams have bird names? Is it A5, B6, or C7? And for kind of a bonus, try to see if you can guess those teams. You can put that, hey, Nuke's here. I think Nuke is somewhat new, or is Nuke new? Nathaniel's Nuke new. It seems like we've had him before. Okay, Nathaniel says 6 teams. Hello, Nuke, how are you? Christina says 7. Footballer Nick, are you still there? Nuke, do you have a guess? Okay, I'll ask the question again. How many NFL teams have bird names? Is it A, 5 teams do, B, 6, or C, 7? 4 is not an option. It's either 5, 6, or 7. And it might even help if you started naming some of them, but we have 6, we have 7, and we have Footballer Nick saying 4, which isn't one of the options. So the options are 5, 6, or 7. So Footballer Nick says 5. All right. Nuke, do you have a guess? I'll give you about 3 seconds. Okay, Seahawks. Hold on a second. Nuke says 6, but Nathaniel posted something pretty smart here. Seahawks, Cardinals, Eagles, Falcons, Ravens. So Nathaniel's switching his answer to 5. And that was very good that he did, because that is the right answer. And those are the teams. So Footballer Nick on his first try got it right. And Nathaniel, once he thought about it, got it right on his second. So very good job of correcting, and very good Footballer Nick on getting that one correct. All right. Here's another NBA question. Whose NBA mascot is Lucky the Leprechaun? Is it A, the Magic, B, the Kings, or C, the Celtics? Oh, Nuke has not been on the show before. Okay. Well, that's so Nuke, okay. So Footballer Nick is saying the Celtics, Nathaniel's saying the Celtics. Nuke, do you have a guess? Magic, Kings, Celtics. I'll ask the question again. Whose NBA mascot is Lucky the Leprechaun? Is it the Magic, the Kings, or the Celtics? Christina says Celtics. Nuke, do you have a guess? I think you're the only one we're waiting for right now that I know who's still on the line. If Nuke has a guess. And don't forget tonight, guys, we haven't reminded you yet, hit that like button. Those go a long way. And Nuke, if you're new, hit subscribe, because I'm putting you down on my list. And if you're one of the top 3 participants in the month of June, you'll win some free sports cards. I did not give any points to XQR, whatever his name is. All right. Nuke says the Celtics. So we have, well, gosh, my throat. We have, I think, 4 people saying the Celtics, and you all will be correct. You're all correct. It is the Celtics. I tried to fool you by putting the Magic down, but I knew you wouldn't. You can do, Nathaniel, whatever you want. You can send me an email too. It's fine. I get both about the same. I mean, I check both all the time. So I did not give that XQ guy any points. All right. Next question. The Fanatic is the mascot for which MLB team? The Fanatic is the mascot for which MLB team? Is it A, the Marlins, B, the Phillies, or C, the Rockies? Thank you very much, Nathaniel. Nathaniel says the Phillies. I'll ask the question again. The Fanatic is the mascot for which MLB team? Is it A, the Marlins, B, the Phillies, or C, the Rockies? Nuke says Phillies. Footballer Nick says Phillies. Nuke says Phillies. Footballer Nick says Phillies. Nathaniel says Phillies. Christina says Phillies. You all rather, are all correct. It is the Phillies. It's the Philly Fanatic, one of my favorites. I mean, I'm a Cardinal fan, so Fredbird is one of my favorites, but I do think that the Phillie Phanatic is one of my favorites. So, all right, next trivia question. Who holds the record for the most losses in an, or not who, I'm sorry. What team holds the record for the most losses in an NBA season? And just so you know, they went 9-73. Is it the Sixers, the Kings, or the Nets? So let me ask the question again. What team holds the record for the most losses in an NBA season? The record, by the way, was 9-73. So they had 73 losses. Is it A, the Sixers, B, the Kings, or C, the Nets? Okay, we have Nathaniel saying 76ers, Christina saying the Clippers. That wasn't an option, but that was a good guess. We have Pistons. That wasn't an option. Pistons. Let me give the options again. Sixers, Kings, or Nets. Sixers, Kings, or Nets. We have 76ers by Nuke. We have Christina with the Nets. We have more Nets. We have Nathaniel with the 76ers. The answer is, and this happened, by the way, in 1972, 1973 season, and it was the Philadelphia 76ers. So I think 2 of the 4 of you got that one correct. Okay. We have another NBA question. Sorry, just sometimes I get on a roll and I just ask back-to-back sports. All right. Name the only NBA player to be named MVP and his team did not make the playoffs. Name the only NBA player to be named MVP of the season and his team did not make the playoffs. Your choices are A, Kyrie Irving, B, Luka, or C, Russell Westbrook. I'll ask everything again. Name the only NBA player to be named the MVP of the season and his team did not make the playoffs. Is it A, Kyrie Irving, B, Luka Doncic, or C, Russell Westbrook? All right, Nathaniel, you won tickets. School on Thursday game is at 4. I think I'll be able to make it to your show and see the autos and the third string quarterback for the Colts. Yes, thank you. Yes. Okay. Nathaniel says Luka. Any other guess? Westbrook says footballer Nick. Kyrie Irving says Christina. Nuke, are you still around? Any guesses on that? We have a Luka, Irving, Westbrook. So everyone's picking someone. So it's like you get good grades, you get tickets. That's kind of nice. And in St. Louis, they call it the straight A tickets. Like you have to have like a B+ average or better. Okay, Nuke says Russell Westbrook. All right. Well, the good news is somebody got it right because each one of you at least guessed every player, but it was Russell Westbrook. And I forgot to write down the year that this happened, but I have a feeling it was probably when he was with OKC. So it was Russell Westbrook. All right, next question. This is teaching everyone or helping everyone understand all different kinds of sports. What sport competes in the Davis Cup? What sport competes in the Davis Cup? A, hockey, B, tennis, or C, lacrosse? I'll ask that again. What sport competes in the Davis Cup? Is it A, hockey, B, tennis, or C, lacrosse? And just so you know, as a child, I went to a game that was part of the Davis Cup. Christina says lacrosse. What other guesses do we have? Lacrosse by Nuke. All right, we have 2 lacrosses. I'll read the question one more time, or C, but I think B. Footballer Nick is saying tennis. Nathaniel is on the fence between C or B. What sport competes in the Davis Cup? Is it hockey, tennis, or lacrosse? Footballer Nick is saying tennis. Nathaniel has B, I guess. I'll take it for B. So he has tennis. It is. So 2 of you have lacrosse, 2 of you have tennis. And I can tell you 100% that 2 of you are right and 2 of you are wrong. So we know it's not hockey. It's either tennis or lacrosse. So anybody want to change their vote this time around? 50% of you are right and 50% of you are wrong. So every pass, getting back to Nathaniel, every passing class you have to have A's and B's. Hey, that's great. All right, I'll ask the question again, and it's down to 2 choices. What sport competes in the Davis Cup? Is it tennis or is it lacrosse? If you're new to the channel, all you have to do is put what you think the answer is in the chat, and that will be your answer. All right, Nathaniel changes it to C, lacrosse, which means he's hedging his bets. He doesn't think that it's tennis. Anybody else want to change their vote, or does anyone want to make a new vote? Anyone that might have just joined us, I'll ask the question once more and then I'll give you some time. What sport competes in the Davis Cup? And we've reduced it to just 2 choices, tennis or lacrosse. Right now we have 1 person guessing tennis. We have 3 guessing lacrosse. We have 1 person that changed. If you think you know the answer, put it in the chat. What sport competes in the Davis Cup? Is it tennis or lacrosse? Now we have 2 in tennis and 2 in lacrosse. Final guess by Nathaniel. Good. Final. All right. Well, no one's changed their choice, and we have no new guesses, so I'm just going to give it to you. It is tennis. The Davis Cup is a tennis match, and just so that everyone knows, the Davis family that endowed the Davis Cup, just as a little known fact, has some sort of connection or is from the St. Louis area. So anyway, and I did see a Davis Cup match when I was probably about 10 years old. So, all right, next trivia question. We have 4 left. All right, next trivia question. And this is another one that's like, it's going to be, I think it might be tough. Where did sumo wrestling originate? Was it China, Japan, or Korea? Where did sumo wrestling originate? Was it China, Japan, or Korea? I'll give you some time to think about it. The question at hand right now is, where did sumo wrestling originate? China, Japan, or Korea? Christina says Japan. And if you're new to the channel, please like this video. And everyone who's out there, everyone watching, Nuke and everybody else, Footballer Nick says Japan. So we have 3 Japans. Nuke, what say you? We have 3 Japans. If you like what you're seeing, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and you'll be entered into our contest and Nuke says Japan. Nuke, have you subscribed? I hope you have. You can get our updates. You can be part of it. You can get points. You don't think you're ready to go on someone's show. Okay. The answer is, and you all got it right, it is Japan. Great job, everybody. Awesome. I thought that one might be a little tough. Good job. All right. Next question is NFL. Who holds the season record for rushing yards with 2,105? Who holds the season record for rushing yards in the NFL with 2,105? Nuke sub. Great job, Nuke. Is it A, Adrian Peterson, B, Emmitt Smith, or C, Eric Dickerson? I'll read it again. Yeah, you can have your grandfather on for NFL. It is not Mossert, unless I'm getting that wrong. Who holds the NFL season record for rushing yards with 2,105 yards? Is it A, Adrian Peterson, B, Emmitt Smith, or C, Eric Dickerson? Nathaniel says Dickerson. Footballer Nick says Adrian Peterson. Anyone who's just joined us, if you think you know the answer, put it in the chat. Christina, Nuke, do you have any guesses? I'll read it once more. I know you guys probably get tired of me reading these, but who holds the NFL season record for rushing yards with 2,105? Is it Adrian Peterson, Emmett Smith, or, hey, Gabriel's here, or Eric Dickerson? Hi, Gabriel. How are you? Good to have you on board, buddy. I'll read the question for Gabriel at least. You can get the points, Gabriel. No problem. I'll read the question. You can answer from one of the choices. Who holds the NFL season record for rushing yards with 2,105? Is it Adrian Peterson, Emmett Smith, or Eric Dickerson? All right, we have some Smiths, we have Peterson, we have Dickerson, we have a couple Smiths. All right, Gabriel, do you have a guess? I'll give you about 3 seconds. We've been on this question for a little bit. Don't want to. All right, Gabriel says Dickerson. Well, we have Peterson, we have Smith, and Dickerson. One of you is right. Well, I don't know how many people. Anyway, I'll just give the answer. It is Eric Dickerson of the Rams and the Colts back in the 80s. He was a phenomenal running back with the Los Angeles Rams and Indianapolis Colts. He wore the goggles. He was a tremendous runner. I believe he went to USC. No. He did not go to USC. He went to SMU, Southern Methodist University. I'm pretty sure on that one. But he was a phenomenal runner. All right. Next question for Tuesday night trivia. Who holds the record for most three-pointers in an NBA game with 14? Who holds the record for most three-pointers in an NBA game with 14? Is it A, Steph Curry, B, Kobe Bryant, or C, Klay Thompson? Oh, Gabriel's got to go. See you, Gabe. All right, I'll ask the question again with the choices. It's Tuesday night trivia. Who holds the record for most three-pointers in an NBA game with 14? Is it A, Steph Curry, B, Kobe Bryant, or C, Klay Thompson? We have a Curry. Michael Jordan is not an option. We have a Kobe. Gabriel says, never mind. We have Nathaniel says Klay Thompson. We have a Kobe. We have a Klay. We have a Curry. All right. Well, a bunch of you, including Nuke, got it right. It is Steph Curry's teammate or current teammate who may sign with another team in the offseason. Klay Thompson, Splash Brothers. You guys might be too young to remember that, but like 10 years ago, Curry and Thompson were known as the Splash Brothers because, well, it's Golden State, it's the Waves, but then it's also they would make the ball splash in the net. So, all right. Gabriel, I'll shout you out. Yo, my YouTube channel. Gabriel, you have a YouTube channel? All right, Gabriel, you have a YouTube. Nathaniel, does your brother have a YouTube channel now? I'll give him a shout out. Best show. Thank you. Please. Gabriel, put in the chat when your channel is. Let us know. I didn't know you had a channel. I would love to talk about it. Okay, we have one more trivia question. One more. All right, funny analysis. All right. Name the only Major League Baseball player to hit a walk-off inside the park grand slam. And if you know anything about baseball, and probably most of you do, you know that that's almost first of all, an inside the park home run is really tough to do. An inside the park grand slam is even more tough because that doesn't come about that often. And to do it as a walk-off is even, there's what, like a 1% chance of that? Let me read the question and give you the three choices. Gavin Carr says the Padres are the best. Look, great. Go Padres. Gavin, I'll write you down as Gavin, if you sub and you like, if you sub to the channel, subscribe to the channel, you'll get all the updates and you will you'll know when the next uh, uh, linked or next live streams are, and you can get points. And at the end of the month, the top 3 participants get free packs of cards. In the chat right now, Nathaniel, Gabriel, and Footballer Nick all got boxes of unopened packs of cards at the end of May, and we're doing that again in June. So all you have to do is sub to our channel. All right. I'll ask the question and give you the choices again. Who is the only Major League Baseball player to hit a walk-off inside the park grand slam? Is it A, Ken Griffey Jr., B, Roberto Clemente, or C, Sammy Sosa? I'll repeat the question. Who is the only Major League Baseball player to hit a walk-off inside the park grand slam? Ken Griffey Jr., Roberto Clemente, or Sammy Sosa? It's one of the 3 of those. Christina says Sosa. Let me go back. We have Nathaniel says Clemente. Nathaniel says Clemente again. All right, I'll read it again with the choices. Barry Bonds, Gabriel is not an option. The options are Ken Griffey Jr., Roberto Clemente, or Sammy Sosa. Name the only Major League Baseball player to hit a walk-off inside the park grand slam. Is it Ken Griffey Jr.? Is it Roberto Clemente? Or is it Sammy Sosa? It's one of the 3 of those. Nuke says Clemente. Nathaniel says Clemente. And I have to tell you, and I'm going to go right here, right now, it is Roberto Clemente, who unfortunately passed away in an airplane crash when he was going to, I want to say, Nicaragua. I'm having a hard time saying words tonight. On a humanitarian mission. He finished his career with 3,000 hits on the dot. His last hit was his 3,000th. At the end of the season, he took a plane to help with a humanitarian aid, and the plane crashed, and he unfortunately passed away. He is one of the greatest baseball players to have ever lived. He's probably one of the greatest men to have ever lived. And he's obviously, I mean, maybe Barry Bonds, you could say, but he's probably at least my favorite Pittsburgh Pirate of all time. One of the greatest people who ever lived. And that's why they call that award the Roberto Clemente Award, the award they give for people at the end of the season who have done the Major League Baseball player who's done the most in their community or for nonprofits is called the Roberto Clemente Award. He's one of the greatest, and he was a great outfielder. He had a great arm. He was a home run hitter. He could hit the ball. All right. I will not end on such a sad note. Tomorrow night, we will be opening up packs of now it's not showing, the Topps Archives 2023. We'll be doing that for tomorrow night's show. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. And then on Thursday night, we have our wild card show. I'm going to be opening up packs of auto football cards that I bought here. I have a feeling I'm going to get the player that's the 3rd string quarterback for the Colts and isn't worth much, but you never know. I'll be doing that Thursday night at 8:15. That'll be our wild card show. We'll open up that box. We'll probably have a little trivia. We might have a little video of some sort. It'll just be kind of a whole mishmash of stuff that'll be fun. But tomorrow night we're opening up more packs of cards. So anyway, we've gone a little bit longer tonight. Yes, I will show my dad what you wrote, and hopefully I'll have that long discussion with him this week. But tomorrow night we have a show at 8:15. Yes, we should get the Stan Musial card. Tomorrow night we have a show at 8:15. Yes, thank you, Ron, very much. I appreciate it. We enjoy your sons as well. And I'm sure they keep you busy because they have their own shows. So anyway, we tomorrow at 8:15 we'll open a box of cards. Thursday is the wild card show, and then we go back to Sunday at 8:15. And that will be kind of a longer show now. I'm trying to do longer shows than the 30 minutes that we'll be doing, or trying to to trying to do this week. So Sunday night, I'm going to try to go for an hour or more. So anyway, yeah, Nuke, we'd love to have you join. I think you subbed, so that would be great. Gavin, if you're still there, make sure you subscribed. And until tomorrow at 8:15, guys, I will see you. Take care. Thanks a lot for everything.